Good morning, everybody, on this blustery post-blizzard apocalyptic day. It's not that bad, but it feels like it after you go from all the beautiful things are greening up and the trees are budding out and the stuff out in the marshlands is starting to like bud and show some redness and the birds are coming back. And then we got hit, as y'all know from listening to the weather here in the Midwest, with huge amounts of snow. I don't even know what we got out there for snow, but I know that the wind was so awful that everything just like drifted over. And if you see me like Google an eye all over, which I do all the time anyway, we're getting plowed out right now. So it's just kind of, hi everybody. I haven't talked to you since way before Easter, and we've had just, oh Lord, so much going on. Getting ready for so much. I'll try to keep on track, and you know how well at that I am doing. That I do. So, first off, you will notice my ultra short haircut. And I like the girls who cut my hair, and it wasn't the girl that has given me the midi cut in the past a couple times, and this gal had once, and then I sat down and I explained to her, you know, I wet set it, and you know, the layers, and then I midi cut it, and just a slight, well, and she goes, oh, yep, you had that last time. I'm like, yeah. And this is what I came out. I got up from the chair, because, you know, I just, like, talked to her, and she understood and everything, and she had done it the last time perfectly. And then I got up from the chair, and I'm like, oh, that's a lot of, oh, and then I looked in the mirror, I'm like, oh, it's short. And what are you gonna do now? Next time I won't stop yakking the whole time and pay attention and like really say, okay, I need to see what you're doing and how you're doing that. And she razor cut it on all her. So it's kind of like, I feel kind of, and JL from A Modern Retro Girl had just said that her she had a short haircut, had just gone past the mullet stage. Well, that's what I went at, because it's not even like, you know, it's always supposed to be like the length. So I feel like I kind of have like a mullety type, because this is like, there's nothing here. I'm like, oh, where is all my hair? Oh Lord, it's not the first time that my haircut has gone awry in my life, and it won't be the last, I'm sure. But valuable lesson learned, because I've never been like picky. It is what it is when it turns out, but when you need to specifically style it with certain things, here it is. So I'm kind of gonna do a, and there's lots of short haircuts that are kind of like this back in the day too. I mean, anywhere from Elizabeth Taylor to Marilyn Monroe to I can't remember, was it Deborah Carr? A lot of ladies had very short haircuts, very similar to this one. So I will kind of vintage it out, except the thing is, like, some of my hair pieces, and I could wear them with this short of hair, but I don't feel comfortable with this great big huge monstrosity, with this little one here. But I will figure it out. And there's lots of noise right now because I have my heater in my room running, because it's freezing. So if there's a little background humming, it's my heater. The guy's plowing outside. My brother just left. My son's up. My husband stopped back. It's just like chaos. It seems like you have nothing going on for months, and then whoosh, you have everything going on at once. So we had a really nice Easter, and we were having some issues with our septic, and they came out and blew the line out, and it seemed to be okay fine until Easter Sunday. So as you remember, when I told you last time I had coffee that I had to work call, so I didn't get home until like 5:45 Sunday Easter morning, and then I laid down and slept for like maybe an hour. I laid down, if it was that, and I woke up, I thought, oh my gosh, I must have slept like for 2 or 3 hours. Did I oversleep? And I'm like, it was like not even pushing an hour. It seemed like longer. So anyway, got up and everything went great. Easter, like I said, we had a much smaller crowd. I think, did I count that? There's only 15 of us this year, so it was a lot smaller, but it was lovely. It was very mellow, and then nice, except our sewer system started backing up, and not like a bad backup, like, you know, could possibly happen. It was just water coming up the basement drain. So that means we had to limit everything and whatever. And everybody got by. And they did come Easter Sunday. Oh, thank the Lord. And then they blew it out again. But they said, okay, now there's something major going on. Yes, there was. From the tank, and we have a tank system drainage field here out the country. Back when the house was, and the things were made, the plumbing was, the lines were put out. Back in the day, it was in the mid-70s, and they were all cast iron back then. And cast iron, after time, will break down and corrode and crunch and then break, and then that was causing things to get caught and not flow. And so we had to schedule, that was Easter Sunday. Was that last weekend? Oh, this is so sad. I don't remember. Anyway, whatever day it is. We didn't have them come out to excavate it until, okay, they came out and excavated it on Wednesday of this week. And, oh Lord, oh Lord, it's just, oh, I can't even look back there. And it's like where our dog run is. We have it where we have a split level elevated deck. We let the dogs at the patio and they run down the steps, and it's all like a little elevated like seating area with a raised rock, and then they have a lovely huge area to run around and play, and then so we don't have to like run out in the yard, and they don't got to worry about anything happening to them. Keep an eye out for the eagle that flights around sometimes, but I think our dog's a little bit too big for the eagle, but you never know. So it's just a big muddy mess. They took out the cast iron piping, replaced everything from the house to the tank, which for us wasn't too bad. It was like 15 feet or so, and that's all placed. So everything's lovely and running again. Awesome. Well, in the interim of all of this business going on, I've been kind of hobbling my washing machine along that I've had for 15 years. It died. The water level would just keep going if you didn't watch it, and wouldn't always agitate. So that died. So we had to go, got the whole thing outside done. I know, this is all like over my Easter time with my call thrown in there. So we went out this week and picked out a new washer and dryer and stuff. And I've heard people like the front loader washers, and a lot of people don't, and you have to do this, that, and the other thing so you don't have any water issues or mold issues or whatever issues. I thought, I don't want to deal with it. And I thought, you know, it's bad enough. Your dryer, it's easy. Everything's washed or dried in there, and you fluff it out. Well, a washer, you gotta like peel it off the inside, and I thought, I don't want to be down there peeling off the laundry off the tank on my hands and knees. You know, at least the dryer stuff comes out easily. So I got a top loader again, and I think it's a 4.8 cubic feet. But the modern ones, a lot of the modern ones don't have the internal agitator. You know how, oh, I'm sure you know, things get stuck around that, or you might have if you have a sweatshirt string, all Lord types of things can happen. So it looks just like the front loaders, but it's a top loader. And he says they're a large, you know, you could never wash a comforter or a blanket in those because of the agitator, and it totally get off balance. Not that these can't get off balance because it's centrifugal force, so of course it could. But you can wash a whole comforter, just make sure it's evenly distributed. Where with my old one with the agitator in the middle, well, that was just a Dickens. I mean, you could do it, but it was just a constant watch to do it because it always get off kilter. So I got my new washer and dryer, and it's a Kenmore, Sears Kenmore, coming to be delivered while I'm at Viva Las Vegas. So I had gotten all my uniforms washed before it died. So I had enough to finish the week. I only work 2 days this week. And I think I have 3 uniforms or 4 uniforms left because I had just washed. So when I come back, I'm going to have like, and I already got them like kind of divvied up into loads already. So when I come back from Viva, I'll be doing laundry, but it'll be nice in my new washer and dryer. The dryer works okay, yeah, but we decided to get the whole new set. And we're having them deliver it, take the old ones out, install it, because we have an LP dryer. And you know, that costs you an extra like almost $200 by the time that's said and done. We could have gone to electric, and we're like, no, we'll just, because we have a dual system for our furnace and so it's electric and LP, and then our dryer's gas. So we'll just I like the gas. I don't think it really matters, but so that went on. And so my cousin came over and visited, and then I gave her Lindy Bop dresses, and she was really excited, and she tried them. They all look so cute on her. And I didn't get my Lindy Bop video done before I gave her dresses out, of course, because it's been so much chaos. Plus all this stuff that's happening in her personal life on a business angle that isn't all completed yet. And when it is, I will be sharing all of that with you, but we have to just make sure everything's done and the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted and things are signed down the line. Then I will be sharing that little portion of our life that we've been dealing with since last fall. Lordy. So, I thought I had packed. I had gotten some of my stuff hung up together for Viva, but I hadn't packed yet. Like pack. And I'm a person who will pack, I'm not kidding, a month ahead of time. I will make multiple lists, and I made one list like a month and a half ago, but nothing since then. So I thought, I gotta get it done. So that's what I did yesterday. My husband was gone all day, my son was gone, so I had the whole house, because you know, it's for you gals who pack for Viva Las Vegas, it's an undertaking because you're planning everything, and I skimped it down to an outfit for each event, you know, that I was planning on doing, and one extra outfit. You know, it's nice to have the options, but I thought I don't want to go crazy with my packing because sometimes it's just too much stuff. So I got all my packing done, and then I kind of had to rethink because of my hair, and some of my head things just didn't look right, and some of them I had gotten for prizes from little Lisa Fremont Streets, and they are cute as a button, but I don't care for them for me. So they're going to be part of my vintage giveaway that I'm going to be having. I'm going to call it like the vintage pinup starter kit giveaway. And so I'm going to put that in there, and I had one gotten from Poison Design that I don't care for, and I had packed it a couple times, and unfortunately one of the what's that called, comb teeth broke just from me packing it on a couple trips but never really wearing it and just trying to get on. So it is what it is. I mean, other than that one little tooth, that's going to be in the prize package too. So I'm going to have 2 dresses, a Lindy Bop, some makeup, just like I said, it's going to be like a vintage / pinup starter kit. I have that all together, but I will not get that done today. I have so much going on today. Get ready for all this. And then, you know, of course, you ladies that go on trips and stuff, you know, you kind of like overhaul your house, and I'm making a great big 7-bean and ham soup today, and then I'm going to be making like a hot dish also. And not that my son and my husband cannot fend for themselves and cook. My son's awesome. My son's a better cook. Both of my sons are better cooks than I am. But you just like to have that. My husband comes home and he's tired, and he's working a lot of double shifts as of right now yet. So I just like to have something that he can take out of the fridge and just warm up and eat. Easy peasy, so he doesn't have to mess with stuff. You know, get some bread and butter out, warm it up, have it on a plate, and be done with it. So I don't want him to, because of his hours and stuff, have to worry about that. So that's my goal today, is like I'm cooking my bean soup. I'm going to get, I think, a hot dish or something like that together for him, so he's got options during the week while I'm gone. So everything is packed, ready to go, and I did post a video of, and I'm sorry, I just did not have time to like do my little like, this is what I got and this is what I'm going to do, because I tell you, you think, oh, it doesn't take that, it's not that many minutes by the time you're done taping, but for you to get all of your stuff and all of it organized and get it out, and then you kind of have a mess after you've videoed it, because you like did it and then you put it down and did. So I just took, and it was a good packing thing for me to do, I took a hanging picture of each of the outfits, and then each of the groupings of accessories and shoes and purse and whatnot, and maybe glasses that I'm going to wear. So it was a good packing thing for me to do, because it helped me organize every single thing that I was going to pack and take with me for Viva and my extra outfit. And then I just shared it with you, and I just did still pictures with a little background music, and then I did list on there what the outfit was for what event at Viva. So like I said, it's only like 3.5 minutes. Short and sweet. And then all my makeup, so the makeup I got on today isn't my my favorites or my usual makeup that I wore, because all my makeup, my good makeup, It's all good makeup, but I'm taking to Viva's already packed in bags. You know, I've got all my eyeshadows and eye products and all that jibber jabber. And then all my liquid stuff, my foundation. And my foundation that I thought was my shade forever and a day, caught myself in a mirror in the right light and realized it is not. It is not the right shade. So packed my foundation because I like, oh Lord, what's the name of it? It's by Smashbox. Smashbox 15-hour something something. I can't remember what it is. But I got the shade Ivory 1.0 and I thought, yeah, that it does. But then I noticed, like, no, it's not. It's a little too dark. So I'm like the palest color for almost every single foundation that I try, except for Wet n Wild's new line, the Photo Finish, which I do like that. It doesn't have as long staying powder, and it always feels kind of like I got it on all the time. So that one I'm not in the very palest, because then it looks white on me, which is a surprise on the step up for that one. But most foundations I'm in the very bottom. So the couple of foundations I thought were good matches. And you know, you could, if you went to Ulta, you went to Sephora, you can. I bought a lightener. It's from LA Girl. It's a lightener. It's a illuminizing, so it's kind of like gives you kind of a glow too. But it's white foundation that you can add to whatever foundation's too dark. Like the one today I have on, I got a good deal on it, and it's a nice foundation. But it was, and I thought I got the right shade, and then I got it. It is not the right shade. It's about 2 shades too dark. So today my lightener's packed, so I didn't lighten it. So my makeup is kind of whatever today because of all my good stuff being packed. Told you I was gonna be rambling on today. So with this big snowstorm, it's bumping the up north startup later. You know, I was gonna try to get up there the Friday and Saturday, first Friday, Saturday of May, because I work that Sunday. It's not going to happen. It's still going to be damp up there. There's personal things that we need to take care of here that I'm going to stay home and do those first 2 weekends of May and get them all done so I can have them and checked off and finished, so that we'll do our official startup up north May 19th, which gives us the 19th. I think there's another weekend, and then Memorial Day. I think maybe there's only 2. So we'll be ready for the big first official opener Memorial Day weekend when we get up there and stuff. So just kind of like the snowstorm, like everybody was like, oh, you know, you're starting to pick up your yard, you're starting to do all this stuff, you're getting like spring fever, you're all excited, and then it was just like crazy white out. Like it was a blizzard, because a blizzard I think is constituted by the miles per hour that the wind is blowing. And you know, you look on the weather stuff and it said blizzard, not blizzard warning, blizzard. So I'm just like, oh Lord. The main road stayed pretty clear, but out in the country, like the country roads and yards and driveways were just like mountainous. I'm not sure what we have for inches, but some of the snow dunes that we had outside were like 4 or 5 feet high in some spots because of just how it blew and settled and stuff. And it was pretty. It looked like beautiful snow waves. My dogs weren't too happy. I let them out this morning. And they're like, oh, they're all excited. And they were like, what? And they walked around and they did their business and stuff. And you know, the wind's whipping and they're out. They had to go out in that last night too. And like, you kind of have to like push them, and you got to keep an eye on them because they're white. Our puppies are white. So you got to keep an eye on them. And the blind one is used to going down steps in the whole back north. The backyard is all fenced in and she's comfortable with that. Well, the front she's okay with when she can smell, but the wind was blowing so much, the snow had covered everything up, so she didn't know where she was. So you really had to keep an eye on her, keep yelling, come back here, Lily, come back here, Lily. So I'll be glad it'll be gone. So she's all confused, what's going on out here? But she did fine. She doesn't get like all high strung or anxious. You have to just keep kind of corralling her and yelling at her. Oh, let me sneeze. Excuse me. And then I'm hoping that I don't get any of these. There are different little influenza and gastrointestinal viruses going right now. Please, please, please. And we've had a couple people sick at work. Don't let me get food right now. Let them just pass or wait till I come home. I don't want to get any of that business. Oh, that would be great on a trip, right? So, anywho, that's what's going on. I'm getting everything ready, and I do have, like I said, the giveaway box is all packed. and ready to go. I just have to be organized with that when I come back from Viva. To have my official little announcement. I guess if I was organized today, maybe I could do that. That, and then I'm going to have also another little morning coffee video. So watch my next morning coffee, and it's a little morning coffee. It's not like I'm going to have the big old pinup box giveaway, and then I'm going to have next time we have morning coffee, have a little morning coffee giveaway for all you girls and gals and guys, and kids and skids and dogs. Watch my morning coffees. I'm going to have a nice little cute little giveaway that I had gotten some really good deals in the spring when Ulta had some of their sales, that if you purchased X amount of stuff, you got this really nice little Ulta cute little spring bag, and I think it was called their spring fling thing or something like that, and it's just full of really nice Ulta makeup. So I ended up ordering, because you know I like that type of stuff, so I ended up ordering from 2 different orders and ended up getting 2 of these free Ulta makeup bags that were just packed full of really nice Ulta makeup that I'm going to pass on to you, because I don't need any more makeup. I got way more than I need, so I'm going to pass those little Ulta bags that I got on to you guys for our next morning coffee. So you're like, when's that going to be? 2 weeks, because I'll be at Viva next weekend, so it'll be the following weekend. And that way, and it will be just like I'll have it for a morning coffee, and then I'll send it out right away and stuff, because it'll be just a morning coffee one. And that's it. I'm ready for Vegas. I'm so excited. I usually, when I go to Vegas for Viva, I've only gone twice, all the times, I have, and we're staying at the Orleans, which is really nice. I have done a lot of not a lot of vlogging, because vlogging would be like where I'm talking to you, but a lot of pictures and I've done a lot of videos and slideshows, and I decided, because I've already done like 2 from Fremont Street and 2 from the Strip, and so I've like done that a couple times, and that's all kind of pretty much the same. So I don't think I'm going to do as much picturing as I have in the past, because I just want to kind of get absorbed into it a little bit more. And sometimes you get so into your technology, be it a camera or your phone or pictures or sharing or this or that, that you don't get to soak in the experience as much. So I thought, since I've got 2 under my belt and I've taken lots and lots of pictures and done lots of videos for you guys, I decided that this time that I was going to step back a little bit and just kind of absorb myself more into enjoying the surroundings around me. And of course I'll take a couple down at Fremont Street, but I've done like 2 of those, and a couple at Atomic and a couple at Frankie's. I'll kind of do a little a few here and there, because it's a different year and you meet different people. And then of course I will do a longer car show one, because it's always so cool to see. There's always different cars and stuff, but I think I'm going to really cut back on my stuff for Viva this year and just kind of enjoy it more, because I think sometimes we get like so busy with all that type of stuff that live in the moment a little more than you do, right? So that's my plan. We'll see, because I have been an avid picture taker for many years, so we'll see if I can shut it off and tone it down and like I said, live in the moment a little more. So that's my plan for Vegas. So I won't be having coffee with you guys until I come back from Vegas, so because I'll be gone, I'll be leaving Wednesday, and I won't be coming back until the following Sunday. And then I'll have the next weekend that I'll have morning coffee, and then do my pinup giveaway and my little morning coffee giveaway, and then sharing my Viva stories, because it seems like always something happens when we go to Viva. So it'd be nice if it did. I mean, nothing bad. It always has good endings and are kind of twists or whatever and stuff, but we always have such a nice time. You meet such great people out there. Connect with some of the other YouTubers that go out there. Jennifer from A Vintage Vanity, and JL from Modern Retro Gal, and Heather from How to Be Fancy. I follow all of their YouTube channels, and they're part of the whole group that hosts our little monthly picture club, I guess, classic picture club that we all do. The girls do a live stream and share it and kind of discuss the picture and facts, and it's just kind of fun little thing. So, and that's on oh Lord, let me think of the name of it. Classy Chicks Vintage Flicks. I think that's the way it is. And it's like they do that once a month. So if you like the old movies, it's kind of like a little, so they can say something, you can type something, you can have conversations with people, either the host, or you can have side conversations with the other people watching the movies. And I know that Yolanda from Bombshell Beauty, she's, I haven't done one for a couple times. I've been so busy, or my shift's been off. So I like to get back in the groove of doing that again when I get back. So a lot going on. Like I said, I'm going to tone down the pictures, but I will still share enough so you get a sampling of the vibe of what's going on out there and stuff, of course. So take care until we have coffee, in 2 weeks, and I have my little giveaways that I'm having. Hopefully wherever you are, if you're like my weather where I am, that you're thawing out by the time we get together next time. It is buds on the trees, birds are singing, the grass is turning green, and we're cleaning yards up. That's what I'm hoping for. So take care. Thanks for coming over coffee until we do it again. Bye, everybody.